Hi, this is Teacher Chella and welcome to our art class. Today, we will be talking about principle of design. Principle of design has balance, contrast, emphasis, movement, pattern, rhythm, and unity. Now, we will be talking it one by one. So let's start with balance. What is balance? Balance is the arrangement of elements in a work of art to create a sense of equilibrium. Equilibrium meaning balance, equal. All right, so if you can see in the picture, this one here, it has sizes that are different. Okay, and this one here, there's a lot of lines around it. And of course, if you could look at it, they're all balanced in colors and lines. On the other side also, we have dots and different kinds of lines, but just the same, they're all balanced. Okay, so balance has horizontal, radial, and vertical balance. So if you can see the difference, it says above the central axis. So this one here is the axis, okay? Central axis, it's at the center. All right, so if you can differentiate the two of this object on top of the central axis, there are two small objects, and on the left side there is one, but then looking at them, they are still in equilibrium. Now on the other side, they have, or it has two the same shapes. All right, and of course they are still balanced. Now this picture, it has one square, but on the other side there are two objects. But again, the weight of these objects, when you put together the left and the right, they are all balanced. Okay. Now we have below the central axis. So this is our axis here. This is at the middle. And if you can look at it, there are objects underneath. Okay. So again, the sizes are different, but of course the weight is the same. So the picture shows that it is a balance. On the other side, we have two same size of object, and of course the colors also are equal. And the third one, they have the same size of the shape. So this is an example of horizontal balance below the central axis. Now we have radial balance. Now radial balance is that you're going to start at the center and then going outward. Okay, so here at the center and then going outward. Now on the other side, it is a vertical balance. Vertical is like standing straight. All right, and the left side and the right side, they are equal. Okay, so when you put them together or looking at the picture, then it's still balanced. Just the same with this picture below. Now moving on, we are talking about one type of balance. So this is what we call symmetrical. So I create a symmetrical balance when I evenly place images on both sides of a midline. So let's start with this. So this is our midline, and then I have drawings in here, left and right, they are the same. So again, the images on both sides, which is the left and right, they're the same. So that is an example of symmetry or symmetrical balance. Now this butterfly also, when you cut this one at the middle, to the left and the right, they will have the same size, the same images. All right, and if you can look at it, colors also are the same. Now in this picture on the right side, if you put a midline here, so looking at this left and right, they are equal, or even the colors, they are also the same. So they are symmetrical. both sides of a composition are matching. Okay, so it's the same. Next, we have symmetry in nature. We can find these objects, insects in the nature. So look at this. This is a real one. This is the leaves. So at the midpoint, at the middle side, there is a line there. Then looking at the left and right, they're the same. Okay. So with this butterfly, so if we can put our line in here at the middle, even if we cut it, all right. If this is a picture or the round one, then looking at the left and right, they are equal. So this is symmetry. Also with this yellow flower, all right, so it has a symmetrical side. So left and right, if we put at the middle a line in here, so they are still in symmetry. So this is example of things that we can find in nature. All right, so we have here an example of how we can cut or draw pictures that is in symmetry. So of course, you're going to put a line at the middle and then you can start your drawing. So to make it sure that it is symmetrical, the left and the right will be the same or equal. Also with this butterfly, so this is a vertical type of symmetry. Now this one here, it is a rectangle, so you can do both ways, vertical and the horizontal line. So if you cut on the horizontal lines, you can still have these equal sides here. When you cut it on the vertical side, then the left and the right will be the same. Now looking at these stars, now in here you can see lines that can be cut and it will turn into symmetrical. So this one here, we have this one, and then this one 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we can make at least 6 symmetrical lines from this star. So looking at this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So from that, we can also cut 6 lines or form into symmetrical lines. So this is also an example of balance, which is symmetrical. Okay, next we have asymmetrical. Symmetrical meaning the same. When you cut at the middle, left and right are the same. But asymmetrical, that would be the opposite. So I create a symmetrical balance when I balance by size and weight and a variety of images. Variety meaning there are different kinds of shapes or images, but not evenly from the midline. So if I'm going to cut here at the middle, so you obviously the left and right, they don't have the same images. So again, this is asymmetrical. Also with this picture, if I'm going to put a line or cut this picture, so this one, it doesn't have any tree at all, but on the other side there is a tree. So again, this picture is asymmetrical. They are not even. All right, left and right are not equal. So this is again asymmetrical balance. Both sides are not equal or matching. It's not possible to divide or cut them into parts of equal shape and size. Asymmetrical. Next, we have also another example. Now from this picture, if we're going to rotate meaning this one here, this side, we are going to put it down. All right, so rotate it. Still, we cannot get an even part if we cut at the middle. Okay, so also with this tree, if we are going to rotate it upside down, still we cannot get the equal left and right side. So this is still asymmetrical. Now with this red shape here, if I'm going to cut at the middle, still I cannot get the even or the equal side of this part. So again, pictures or images that if you're going to cut starting from the middle and then the left and right are not the same, this is an asymmetrical balance. All right, next one is a radial balance. So I have here, I create a radial balance. Now when I repeat the shapes and images evenly from the center outward. So let's start here. So I'm going to put a circle, and then I'm going to put some drawings. All right, going back and forth to complete the circle, and then I will do another line, a bit of pointed drawing here, and then going outwards. So radial is created from the center going to outward. All right, now of course you can create different types of pictures or drawings to show radial balance. Now we also have another type in here. So again, we start at the middle and then going outwards. Also, this one is like, it looks like a cobweb, right? So you start at the middle and then you go outwards. All right, so it's repeated shapes, repeated colors. Okay, so it will create a very nice colorful artwork. Okay, so from that examples, we will have our art activity today. So in an A4, you'll be using an A4. Put all the objects you have collected from nature. So you don't have to draw it, okay? You can collect anything from nature that would show symmetrical, okay? Or it could be an object as well. And then you put them together in an A4 and take photos of your findings or the things that you have collected. So let's take an example of symmetrical shapes or symmetrical things that we can find in nature. So we have leaves in here, okay? So if you take one leaf, so at the middle part, there is a section there. So looking left and right, it's all the same, okay? So it's symmetrical. Now, if you will take the whole picture here, so I'm going to put a line vertically, so I could have the same 3 leaves on the side and 3 leaves on the side, and then one half, all right? And if I go through horizontal from here, now I could still have symmetrical balance. All right, 3 leaves on top and 3 leaves below, and then half and half there. Okay, so this is perfect example of symmetrical that we can find in nature. Now we also have here a type of flower. So look at that, it's very, very nice. Okay, so this is a very good example of symmetrical that we can find in nature. And the other one, it's a leaf. Okay, it's a very nice leaf. So there is a midline here. So looking left and right, look at the veins of these leaves. They're very, very interesting to see. So this is also an example of symmetrical that you can find in nature. So again, for your activity today, you don't have to draw, but you have to collect things that we can find in nature, put them in an A4, and then take a picture or just take some photos of that. Okay, and then you can send it to me. All right, so that's the end of our topic today: balance, symmetrical, asymmetrical, and radial. So thank you for watching. Bye.